Blessings, divine magicians of the great I am presence in the expansion of business. Welcome. Yeah. Thank you for being here today. So in today's video, we will be discussing setting your attention and intentions on awakening your high magic. So let us begin. What is your intention around magic? Do you want to make magic real? What future sparks of magical creation do you want to dream of? What actions will you set in motion to make the unstoppable power of your magic happen? What do you think of magic? What are your beliefs about magic? How much do you want to awaken the magician and the magic in you? How much do you trust the magician in you and your relationship with magic? How much do you love being a magician and working magic? Well, I intend to awaken the unstoppable power of my magic. How about you? To your magic awakening, so be it. So one does not need to define that. It's not an essay question, okay? But instead to put your attention on this. Fill your mind with this, to let it stir within your being. That's how one taps into the infinite well of the unstoppable power of their magic and of conscious presence. When you think of magic, what memories do you have? What myths? And what are the dreams and visions that you currently hold around your magic? Let them stir, let them move about, and let them awaken your conscious presence magic. You sort of stir that well to release its vapor, an important part in awakening your magic, yeah. Likewise, with that is your strength. Set your intention and attention on your strengths. You know your powers and you know your strengths. Think about them and feel about them. What do you think and feel about them? Thinking about memories of your magic activates your magic. Feeling strength from your magic activates your magic. Set your intention and intentions to bring these memories into your conscious state, and here, in an altered state, in this hall of whispers, activate them. To gather the energy and likewise feel that unclaimed love which is beyond your fear. Not without fear, beyond fear, Divine One. So awaken with intent that sense of majesty, that sense of your grace, your purpose, your meaning, your truth, your vision, your dreams of your future and your future self. That rapport, and either you can't really grab hold of it, but to just be aware, maybe that the world of the unconscious presence. Be conscious that you have an unconscious that is vaster than your universe. Contemplate that. Contemplate that. Your intentions drive and create your experiences. Harvest the intentions to awaken your magic you planted within the fertile soil of your soul's temple of whispers. When we choose love intentions, our life grows and our souls blossom as we spring into new heights and ancient depths of our magic. So as you harvest the intentions you planted before this lifetime within the fertile soil of your soul's temple of secrets and whispers, even before this lifetime, you will notice significant positive changes in all areas of your life. Maybe you intend to be successful in this life, to awaken the unstoppable power of your magic, to fully awaken the magician, to assist others to awaken their magician, to activate others' innate wisdom, power, gifts, abilities, and to become the greatest magical magician version that you are destined to become. The power of intention is a big step in awakening the magician within. For the power of intention shapes the reality that we live in today. So set your intentions with love, so everything that is created has the intention of love with it. One speck of greatest love within your intention will set in motion that nothing can stop you from awakening your magic. Do you believe that? Remember, intentions are not just solely for you. Envision intentions of others happy, living free, sovereign, awakening their magic, and having a fulfilled life of wonders, joy, and love. This will also make it easy to shift for others and yourself into a deeper magic and love's embrace. You see, it's all out there, people. It's all there, from a future without your magic activated to a future with your magic activated. When using intention, what is also happening, what is also going to happen, and what you will experience on a very daily basis is attention. Now, attention is what defines what is conscious in your consciousness. And attention defines what you manifest in your illusion. What you pay attention to, you create. If you spend your days feeling sorry for yourself, why can't I activate my powers? Why isn't my unstoppable power of my magic activated yet? Why do others have their power activated and not me? I've worked so hard, it's my turn. Why is it so difficult? Why is this so unfair? Why me? Why am I a failure? I can't do it. I just want my magic activated so I can help others. Life is tough. It's too difficult to be a magician. I'm not going to make it. It's too tough. Too much competition. No way out of this mess. I can't. I won't. You can't make me. And spend 1 hour releasing self-pity. Don't be surprised if you still have self-pity in all areas of your life. You attract what you focus on. When you complain all the time like a broken record, that is because you create it with your attention. Focus on magic activated, you attract this. Some will say I did the 1 hour of self-pity healing today though, Chris. I really did. I listened to this meditation. I actually did it 3 times. I listened and studied my self-pity until I was blue in the face. Took really good notes too, and yes, it is valuable. And probably you are not feeling sorry for yourself in the midst of that. But as soon as you put down your journal and end the meditation, if you go right back into self-pity, poor me, oh, I don't want to, why is it so hard, get me off this planet, why isn't my magic activated, if I just had my magic activated, I wouldn't want off this planet, if I just had my magic activated, I'd be financially secure, etc. What you pay attention to is what you select for this reality. That's going to be conscious. Do you understand? You see, it's all out there, people. It's all there, from the very worst future to the very best future. From instant death to longevity, to having your magical magician activated, to your magic still dormant. They're all available to you. But where you put your attention to is what determines what becomes conscious and what becomes in your reality. Put your attention and intentions on awakening the unstoppable power of your magic. Attention is similarly believable, more acute, more intense, and more powerful. What you think, what you feel, what you imagine, and what you expect, desire is part of your intention, as expectation and imagination are part of your attention. What you think, and where people are locked into their downward spiral thinking, locked into, sure, it's going to be bad, sure, it's going to be terrible, sure, it's going to be the end, sure, tough times are coming, sure, it takes months, if not years, to activate your magician, etc. They're going to select amongst all the possibilities what looks more and more like nightmares, what more and more looks like mediocrity. Those who hold their feelings within the range of negative, who refuse to lift and change the attention, will likewise select the realities that most reflect and that most motivate those feelings. What you pay attention to becomes even more important than it has ever been. Likewise, what you imagine, what you expect. Give your magician substance, height, width, and depth, because what you expect, with little or no technique attached, with very little other thought, is going to be more quickly start manifesting into reality. I just gave it a thought and there it was. Hi, you called? Because attention is a dull knife that suddenly became sharp. When I used to have to hack things, saw, kind of tear at it, now cuts swiftly and fast. Oh my goodness, that knife is sharp. Manifested that quicker than I thought. Why is it so easy to activate the unstoppable power of my magic? What you think, what you feel, what you imagine, and what you expect, you create. So be it. When you're thinking and feeling about something in your past, you can shift your attention and can be done with it. You remove the gifts and treasures of the past. Make sure you have taken the magical power that you have hidden in the past back. What you pay attention to is what selects a reality that's conscious. Now fill your mind with this. Do you carry the past self memories of being killed for being a healer, magician, or map maker? When you are thinking and feeling about something in your past, you can shift your attention and then you can be done with it. Letting go and let go. The only caveat is to make sure you have removed the gifts and treasures from the past. Make sure you have to take back the power that you have hidden and stashed in that past back. Now, and take back the power you lost in the unfinished pieces of the past. You see, even though the past is over, finished, and there is no more past, even though its influence isn't anymore, because you pay attention to it, after all, you think it because you feel it, you expect it because you imagine it, you and only you are keeping it alive, not it. My shame, my self-pity, unhealthy anger, guilt, fear, dread, doubt, pain. When I was a magician in past lives, the time I was killed for being a magician in a past life, all the times I was attacked for being a healer, I'm keeping alive by thinking and feeling of the past memories. Imagining, expecting that it will have an impact on me now or in the future as a healer or a magician. You see, if you were physically, mentally, and emotionally and spiritually abused or killed or attacked as a healer or magician, you may not let others near you now. Every time someone comes too close, you may expect them to attack you in some way. And that's keeping it alive. For me, I exiled myself for years in fear others would try to take me out again in this life. I was keeping the past alive. And I let it go. So why don't I forget it? What a wonderful therapeutic tool that is, right? Just forget it. Gee, why didn't I think of that? Funny, before you remembered it. You did forget it, right? I did not have any recall. I was better off, but I wasn't. Why not? The past had control because there were gifts and treasures of power inside the past. After all, there were things you needed to learn in the past. Therefore, you just would not let it go. Just not thinking of it was and is not enough. It was there, your past. And the unexpressed or the unactualized feeling in the unconscious. Those thoughts and feelings that you have not actualized in the unconscious. Then you brought it from the unconscious to the conscious. When you were strong enough, when you were capable enough. Who brought it forward into the light of your attention? Your soul did. Why, thanks, soul. I was trying to forget. Because you see, your soul knows when to bring it forward so you can face it, to dance with your shadow past, so your dear one can mend it, face it, and heal it. You have to face yourself. You have to deal with it. You must face your unconscious shame, pain, hurts, letdowns, guilt, self-pity, addictions, violent behavior, past trauma, past pain, times you were killed as a magician and a healer. So your divine one can deal with it, right? Stop ignoring it. Stop pretending it's not real. It does not make it unreal or go away. It's very real. And the sooner you face it, instead of stuffing it with addictions, avoidance, blaming, etc., the sooner you can be done with it. You have to deal with the shame, the guilt, the fear, the dread, and the doubt monster. And you have to deal with the suppressed haunting pain. You cannot just shove it back into the unconscious. Why? Because you are still thinking and you are still feeling it. You're still expecting it. People, even if you're not conscious of it, because you put it in your unconscious mind and the expectation is still there, you are still imagining it, even though it is not conscious. You may have dreams of being beaten, suffocated, hurt, raped, or somehow violated for being a healer or a magician or a map maker. You may have unprocessed fantasies, and you may have fears if someone gets too close to you. You're still imagining. You're still expecting. You're still thinking. You are still feeling. The attention is still there, but it is in the unconscious. When you're ready, your soul brings it into your consciousness. And then you need to pay attention. So you may process it, work with it, understand it, sort it out, and heal from it. So you can lift your intention, which has held it in place. No, you can learn the lessons you need to learn, that you choose, that you decide. No, you do not choose to be killed for being a healer. You do not choose the tragedy, that horror, the trauma, etc. in your life, perhaps, but you choose to learn the lesson of what that represented. That was your intent. That is why you linked those pieces of consciousness together to meet some instinct, some need, some drive, some desire, and you give it attention to keep it in your reality. Does that make sense? Yeah. You choose which preferences you want. To awaken your magic, desire out of fear and survival, or desire out of thriving and loving. You see, desire is part of the intention. Desire complicates things sometimes, but the desire is still part of your intention. Desire can reduce itself to the lowest frequency level, which is being greedy or having and expressing greed. Self-centeredness, conceited, self-absorption, and then comes self-obsession. Okay, so if you are tuned into your psychic centers within, you will sense this in people. What is their desire or intention or hidden negative ambition? Desire on awakening their magic. You will sense this in ones closest to you and the world around you as you watch their daily news feeds, as you interact with other magicians and healers and friends and family, and as you observe and sense the interactions. Because intention has become so much more acute, sharp, in effect, extremely great, serious, crucial, extremely sensitive, so much more powerful and potent than before, right? That instinct needs drive and desire, you see. Wherever they are focused now will intensify and head in the downward direction. It will plummet. People are all of a sudden turning to self-pity, victim, martyr, blamer, struggler, fear, dread, survival, competing, and then becoming obsessed with, I must awaken my magic and powers now! And then finding themselves only concerned with their own survival needs, their own security, and also wanting to belong, to be needed, to be wanted, to be seen, to be someone important, to have more powerful magic than another, but no higher than that. As the days, weeks, and months go by, more and more people will turn to animal survival's instincts, negative ego instincts, to respond out of their biology and chemistry. Now, understanding the need or drive or desire to awaken their magic, gradually just operating on automatic survival responses. I want it now, I need it now, I have worked hard, reward me now. Goddess, give me my power now. Intention becomes more acute and more powerful as we move forward, as we're aware of this. You can then lift your instinct or survival to a thriving character, genuine dignity and intuitive intuition. You can lift your sense out of a lower desire into a thriving desire to assist the higher needs of humanity with the unstoppable power of your magic. So you choose which preference you want. Desire out of survival or desire out of thriving. When we reach a state where our needs are met, we can then focus on what do I prefer. My drives reach a certain level of grace and elegance, and my desires lift to new heights as well. Or desire for me and beyond me, for something bigger and for something more than me. Be lifted now into a rare field of spiritual grace and magic. So what's going to happen with that drive is definitely with one's integration, but it's also going to move more clearly. We would suggest your drive is moving towards grace, a sense of elegance, refinement, a pleasing or attractive quality, goodwill, spiritual grace towards a sense of grace, a sense of purpose, a sense of destiny, a sense of meaning on your face in all areas of your life. Or rather than being driven into obsession of awakening your magic, one will be lifted into a rare field of spiritual grace. So what's going to happen with that drive to awaken the unstoppable power of your magic? Or rather than being driven into obsession to awaken their magic, one will be lifted into a sense of elegance and a sense of spiritual grace. It is definitely with one's integration, but it's also going to move more clearly. We would suggest your drive is moving towards grace, a sense of elegance, refinement, a pleasing or attractive quality, goodwill, spiritual grace towards a sense of grace on your face and all areas of your life. Spiritual grace is the feeling of living your divine mission. You know you are here for a reason. You know why you were created. You have a purpose. You have a destiny. You have meaning in your life. And the one wears this spiritual grace on their face. When you wear the spiritual grace on your face, it is much easier to activate the unstoppable power of your magic. You see, where things will be intended and they will happen without much happening in between, without a whole lot of work in between. You will fly with an ease and grace into where you feel the spiritual grace, but God is operating inside of you to regenerate or strengthen the unstoppable power of your magic. All these years have been to fertilize yourself, to prepare your soil within for your sacred seed to be planted and grown into the mystery of the unstoppable power of your magic power. As you experience through the feeling of magic, so are you being transformed by magic as you grow. To prepare the soil within to give it life or nutrients, that when a seed of magic from the magician within is finally planted in it, it will grow and become very large and robust and will not know any ceasing to its growth or any end to its roots. It's guaranteed immortality. Every meter, every inch, every centimeter that it grows, it gets a greater perspective on its environment, which it has been revved up within. As you experience through the feeling, so are you being transformed as you grow. You are changing, you are evolving, you are healing, you are flowering, etc. Some of it is very subtle. For some of you, it is very dramatic. For some of you, it is very obvious. The change is not a superficial change on the outside in what you are wearing, what you look like, where you are living, what you drive, etc. has nothing to do with the intrinsic being belonging to a thing by its very nature. It is occurring in the mysteries, planes of invisibility, the birthing of matter, the birthing of all reality. I see changing, and this makes me sing and dance and love. I know the ground in which you grow up is very fertile. I am the initiator of deep mysteries and the mysterious magic. I know how to initiate you into the unstoppable power of your magic. I know what they are about, and I know when to initiate them. I know what is sacred. I know what should be kept sacred, and I know which students are ready for the initiation and which ones are not. When the whole group is ready for a transformation in consciousness, a wholeness and change, I know when to institute it. You might be surprised to know that you have already been initiated, announced to you into some mysterious way that has to surface in your reality. The greater ones are yet to come, because the ground must be made pure. It will not be squandered upon divine beings whose closeness to their image is indiscernible from that which is termed their professed goddess. It must be done at the proper time. All of this time you have been transforming, evolving, changing, metamorphosizing, releasing some power, and looking down the corridors of reality, and you are beginning to understand how the view and the angle of the view change everything, meaning the thought, the attitude, and how you perceive it. Change is everything. Just a slight shift in direction, a slight degree, a slight different perspective, a slight love, a slight attitude of goodness, a slight allowing, a slight acceptance, a slight non-judgment, slight integrity, slight forgiveness, a slight clarity, a slight understanding, a slight benevolence, etc., instead of the smeared-on teachings of hypocrisy, has spoken but never lived it. To understand this, I have the power to create the mysterious. to awaken the unstoppable power of your magic. I have the power to initiate the magician within. The greatest magic is yet to come. Can you feel this, divine ones? Envisioning and building the unstoppable power of your magic means you have to invest in what you believe in. With attention and intention, we will envision the unstoppable power of your magic activated. You have to put your everything, your mind, your body, your time, your love, your strength, your confidence, your will, your dedication, your commitment, your devotion, your everything, your all into awakening the unstoppable power of your magic. If you throw something in the fire, it burns. Throw it in. Throw your sweat, your courage, your strength, your faith, your time, waking up early, studied, learning, right? Energy, reading, meditating, healing, activating, focus, passion, commitment, desire, excitement, creativity, imagination, and passion. And burn like the hot radiating bonfires of passion into your magical success. Do you believe anything enough to sweat for it, work for it, sacrifice for it, play for it? Now go for it. So be it to that. First off, stop asking people to invest in you when you won't invest in yourself. Invest in yourself, time and energy, etc. When I invest in myself, I put God, Goddess first. I submit my future, my life, my will, my attention, my intention, my mind, my being, and my all to God, Goddess of all that is. You owe God, Goddess a level of commitment, devotion, and dedication above everything else. Remember your destiny, the obligation, your commitment to God, Goddess. Dive with 100% faith, trust, love, vulnerability, and surrender. If God, Goddess said you'll be blessed and will assist you in awakening the full power of your magic, then so be it to that. For God, Goddess will bless you, and the floodgates of the heavens and the temples of whispers of your soul will open into your life and pour an abundance of magical insights, magical strategies, magical powers, and health in all areas of your life. To your magical success. Now dive in and throw your whole life into the fires of passion and your magical self, envisioning success, and so it is. To my destined success, to your destined success. The rewards when you dive in to make it real, divine masters. When you deal with it, you find solutions. Work with your magician self, and on your magic day, in and day out, move past the fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of making a mistake, fear of misusing your power, fear you will be attacked, fear your magical powers will never awaken, and your fear of success. Let your fears and dreads go. You are worthy, you are enough, you are valued, and you are a high magician of love's embrace. You are needed, and you are valued here. No matter what is going on in your life right now, you are enough. And you have always been enough. Act on your passion, creativity, imagination, and dreams to awaken the unstoppable power of your magic, dear ones. It is possible to choose a magical future. It is possible to live your dreams. It is possible to awaken the unstoppable power of your magic. And it is possible to rise into a magical success. It is actually necessary to work on yourself and activate your magical self. Be around people who work magic, then co-create and dream with them. Attract people who are unstoppable and who want to awaken the unstoppable powers of their magic and dream with them. So it is. I know there will be failure, there will be mistakes and tough times, but there's also success, joy, hope, love, excitement, and fun adventures around every mistake, failure, and setback. Even if no one believes in you, keep pushing through the challenges, the errors, the wrongdoings, the fears, the pain, the heartache. It's a mistake to awaken your magic and instead believe in yourself. You will encounter pain, yes, and defeat, yes, but in the process you will discover you, the true you, and the magician you will be revealed. What you will reveal is that you have divine, unstoppable, and magical powers within you. You are greater than your problems, your circumstances, and your fears. You are destined for success, entity. How many times do you have to succeed to know you can never fail? To your successful magician awakening. Let's envision your dream of awakening your magic together with attention and intention. Divine ones, think about your dreams of having your magician self awake now. Be in that dream. Feel, think, and taste your dream. This dream was given to you for a reason, to integrate it and accomplish it. Hold that dream of having your gifts, abilities, knowledge, wisdom, attributes, and the unstoppable power of your magic activated in all your beingness. I want you to know that the dream you're holding on to and envisioning right now is going to happen, and that it is possible. Believe. Affirmation. Awakening the unstoppable power of my magic and living my magical dreams are possible. Run to your dream now, divine ones. Live, be, and visualize yourself in that magical dream now. See your dream for yourself. Walk in your dream. Talk in your dream. What are you wearing? How do you act? What are you eating? How do people approach you in your dream? Do they seek your word, your counsel, and healing? Really look and feel a successful magical you. Now integrate it into a successful magical magician, divine ones. Merge with this part of yourself, this unstoppable, magical, and successful you. Flow into your success, flow into your magic, and flow into awake the unstoppable power of your magic. It is your birthright. Be creative and dive in with passion, creativity, and imagination. How exciting to your success. Every day, work at your dream of awakening your magic. Work on your spiritual gym. Unencumber yourself. Refine yourself. Dance in the temple of your soul. And you will reveal thy true self's magical magician within. I will work on activating my higher magic today. So be it. I'm willing to make this happen. So be it. I am destined to awaken my magic. So be it. Living my dreams as a co-creator with God Goddess. So be it. And thank you for listening to me today. This is Chris Parr, Syrian, and the Marian Wisdoms and Teachings.